BBC Radio Leicester, please.
Hi, Brendan. Ian Stringer up in the commentary box. Congratulations. You wanted a reaction. You asked for a reaction. You got exactly that. Lots of things impressed up here. I'd like to talk to you about discipline in your play and in your players today. Congratulations on the win.
It appears, Brendan, as though you're muted at this moment in time. Is there
we go.
There we go. We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
No,
Okay, yeah, I got the question. So
the first question, apologies.
Yeah, no, I thought that was an outstanding team performance, and that was us back for 90 minutes since, because since we've come back from the lockdown, we haven't got to that level for the period of the game. But it was going to be a big question of us tonight, especially having to respond. I thought the players were absolutely brilliant. First half, good intensity, good speed in the game, scored a goal and looked really creative. And like I said, I had the courage to play how we play, and then had to defend well. And obviously, second half we created more opportunities, and like I said, we could have scored more than two. But no, it was a brilliant reaction. We needed that response because it was, we weren't good enough in the second half against Bournemouth. But I think we showed a true face tonight, and like I say, we're in the position we're in because of many performances like that. And delighted.
And there seemed to be more pace in your press tonight, Brendan, as well. Yuri Tielemans getting on the ball quicker, moving it quicker. Was that the intention, to press with a little more pace against what was always going to be a challenging opponent and physical opponent?
Yeah, well, you have to match the physicality. I think I would say we are a physical team, the aggression of which we press, but we haven't been like that, and especially in the second half against Bournemouth, I said after the game that we were too soft in that game. So tonight it was just a case of, over the last few days, analysing where we could have been better, and then just making sure that tactically we didn't allow them to play. And I thought right across the team, the performance level was at a really high level, and we showed in a performance why we've been up there most of the season.
A word on a couple of players, if you wouldn't mind. One that's in the twilight of his career and one that's clearly just starting his career. Matt Piper, the sentimental old sausage, gave man of the match rightly to Luke Thomas, a 19-year-old who was on debut tonight. Just a word on his performance this evening, Brendan. And when did you tell him he was going to start, the young man?
I pulled him in yesterday morning. I'd absolutely agree. It probably arguably the hardest game he could come into play on his debut. I said yesterday to you guys, I was excited about watching him because I've given a lot of young players starts and games, and when he came in to train with me, I could see he was one that could play for me quickly, because he's got this amazing attribute of his temperament. He's not fazed by being in and around first team players and good players. He has a wonderful view of the game. He understands football. You can see in how he plays. His pass for the first goal, where he just disguises it in. And for a guy who's slight at the moment, you see how tenacious he is. He's aggressive, good power, he can jump. And physically, he's only going to get better as well. So I thought he was absolutely outstanding in the game. And we've definitely got ourselves another great young player from the academy. And
if he's the young boy racer car that's come out and impressed everybody, you got the dust cover off the old Rolls Royce out the garage tonight as well. And Wes Morgan was outstanding, was he not?
Oh my goodness, he was absolutely incredible. His shirt was absolutely soaking at the end. And I was so happy for him, because this is the role that I envisaged for him, a player that we need to bring him into the game to close the game out, or if we need to bring him in and play. And it's a real testament to how professional he is, because you can't come in and play for 90 minutes against a team like that, and play in that tempo of a game if you're not doing the work on a daily basis. And that's why training is so important. We play at a match tempo in training, and then he can come into the game and deliver a performance like that. So absolutely brilliant he was, as was the two boys beside him, and Benno and Johnny. Real test for them, and they were outstanding.
Brendan, that result this evening guarantees you European football. You can't fall outside of a Europa League place this evening. Is that must be pleasing, of course, for one, and maybe something for you to build on and ultimately better that Europa League spot to a Champions League spot. But you're guaranteed European football tonight.
Yeah, I think, listen, when we all sat down at the beginning of the season, I said to you about the huge challenge it would be for Leicester City to get into Europe. And in my time here, I felt that was what I wanted to achieve. So to be able to do that in the first season, how we've worked and the performance level, to guarantee that now, it's an absolute phenomenal achievement of what the players have done. And okay, we've lacked that bit of consistency. They've made it consolidated Champions League a bit earlier for us. But there's only one real consistent team in the league, and that's been Liverpool. They've been incredible. So for these boys to be guaranteed this position with a couple of games to go, I just tip my hat to them. It's an amazing achievement. However, like you say, there's 2 games to go. We've achieved that goal, and we go on now and achieve this barrier-breaking goal and get into the Champions League. But it's going to be tough. But you can see tonight we're ready for a tough game, and we're going to give everything to finish as high as we can.
Last one from me, Brendan, and I think we're due to speak to you tomorrow to preview the game against Tottenham Hotspur, but Christian Fuchs and Mark Albrighton weren't available this evening. Is that an injury thing? Is that something you're looking at, or was it something else?
Yeah, no. It's like you see, we had to change the team around and whatnot because they were injured. Yeah, Christian won't be involved now for the rest of the season, so he could be actually 12 to 14 weeks out. James and Ben won't obviously play for the rest of the season. Mark, doubtful for the weekend, but may be available for Manchester United. So yeah, we've obviously got a few injuries. It's just been unfortunate for us. So yeah, so that's where we're at.
Sorry, Brendan, did you just say that Chilwell and Maddison are both out for the rest of the season?
Yeah, they won't be available for the next 2 games.
And Christian Fuchs, what's the injury that's going to keep him out for just a while?
Yeah, it was in around his groin. So he'll miss out the rest of the season also.
Okay, Brendan, well, you're the people that replaced them this evening clearly performed particularly well. So congratulations tonight, and thank you for your time.
Brilliant. Thank you. Cheers, Ian.
Brendan Rodgers speaking to...
guys, if anyone wants to contribute. Dave Armitage, please.
Yeah, I mean, going into this game tonight, Brendan, with the changes you've had to make and with the way Sheffield United have been playing, it was a real, potentially very, very tricky fixture, wasn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. Like you say, Sheffield United's form, coming off the back of a 3-0 win against Chelsea and beating Tottenham and other teams, they come into the game with an extra day recovery and having been outstanding this season. So we knew we had to produce a performance, and thankfully for us, we produced a consistent performance. We've played well in sectors of the previous games, but especially off the back of the Bournemouth second half. So we knew we had to respond, and arguably the toughest fixture we could have, and injuries and stuff. But I think we showed that our collective mentality, our spirit is so strong. We knew we were going to have to be together in this game, play with quality, play with aggression, and we did all of that. So absolutely delighted. Okay,
Folks, thanks very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.